Hello, all you beautiful people. This is Intentional Healing, and I am Nicole Bridger. Today, I want to talk to you about an idea or thought of what do you actually want. It can feel a little bit foreign, and sometimes we've been kind of trained to think that we want certain things, and when we take a bit of time, we might see that they're not actually what we want. So before we begin, taking a deep inhalation, allowing yourself to sit more deeply in your chair, and for these next few moments, allow yourself to just be here. So this is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. I'm working with my own intuitive coach on, because some stuff is coming up around that for me. You know, growing up in Vancouver, in a lot of sort of Western cities, there is a kind of formula that we're taught that we should want. We should want a partner and children and a substantial home and nice cars, and it's really easy to kind of start to work towards these things without really fully being aware if that is in fact what we want. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with treating yourself to a really nice car, but as long as it's coming from a place of, okay, well then next I gotta get this, and then that, and then if I achieve that, then we're all gonna be happy. You're never gonna feel like it's enough. That's why we do all the things that we've been sort of told to do in life, and we go, well, why am I still not happy? Why am I still not fulfilled? So today's conversation is about going inward and asking yourself, what do I actually want? The reason that this has been coming up for me in particular is because I now live in Bali, not in Vancouver. And a lot of stuff comes up around that. Is it okay for me to want to live somewhere that's so far away from my family, from my friends? There's a part of me that feels like I'm betraying them. Is it okay for me to want a simpler life, where I have time in my day to walk my dogs on the beach, to meditate, to have a slower pace? And is that okay to have that? Sometimes I feel guilty that many people, whether ones that I know or just out there in the world, are suffering. And who am I to have it all? What about the kind of partner that I want in my life? It might not be what my parents, though they're like super supportive and open-minded, but what they had in mind for me, let's say. And is it okay for me to follow my heart? There's a voice that says, that's selfish to follow your heart. What if you're wrong and they were right all along? You should be more responsible. And so it's interesting to start to ask yourself, well, why do I want that? Do I actually want that from my true inner self? Or do I just feel like that's another thing to achieve, to acquire, in a long list of things to achieve and acquire? Our culture, sort of the Western culture is, really good at consuming as a way of almost distracting yourself from yourself. You're too busy out there in the world succeeding and achieving to even journey inward, to even ask yourself, what do I really want? And that can be a really scary question. Because what if what you really want is not what you've been working so hard all your life so far to accomplish? That certainly came up for me when I chose to close my clothing business. I had been working so hard. I had invested so much of myself and money, blood, sweat, and tears, as they say. And when I realized that it wasn't what I actually wanted to do with this lifetime, at first that was really scary. There's all kinds of voices. Oh, you've invested too much. You can't turn back now. What about all those that depend on you? What will people think? But at the end of the day, the only person that you are cheating is yourself. And the more that we allow ourselves to step into our truth of who we are and what we want, the more that we kind of allow others to do the same. So I can hear you guys asking, well, how do I even do that? Because so many of us have no idea. What do I even want? I don't know. So I want to take you through a little exercise that's going to help you start to understand the difference between when your mind self, your trained mind or personality, I mean, we all kind of have different words that we use around it, is telling you we want that, we want that, we want that, and how to slow down and start to listen to what your soul is trying to guide you to, that will be truly fulfilling for you. So closing your eyes for a moment and taking a deep breath, allowing yourself to fully relax into your chair. With every exhalation, just sinking deeper, letting go of any thoughts, any tension, sinking deeper and deeper. Taking a deep breath and allowing your attention to go to your heart center. And there, seeing a beautiful white light. And every time you exhale, this white light grows. This light is pure love that is connected to the infinite wisdom. If this is challenging, try imagining out in front of you, perhaps a beautiful sunset, the ocean, the breeze, and this beautiful feeling right now of just love, calmness, and openness. And as you breathe in, you bring in this beautiful feeling into your heart. And exhaling it back out. And allowing this gorgeous feeling to just emanate from your heart. That carefree, loving feeling that you experience, may it be briefly, while gazing at that gorgeous sunset. Allowing yourself to be in awe of the universe, in awe of this moment. This is your good feeling place. This is where you can begin to decipher the difference between your mind self and your soul self. From this place, asking yourself, what is it that I truly want? From this deeper, loving, open place. Taking a deep breath. Staying in your heart. Staying with that good feeling. You will want to jump up into your mind and justifying, but practicing coming from your heart. Breathing here, staying with this emotion. Again, asking yourself, what is it that I truly want from this good feeling place? Not jumping into the worry of how, but what if. Those voices will pop up, and just take a deep breath and bring yourself back into your heart. Allow yourself, without judgment, to just receive what is being shown to you. Feel how good it feels to see yourself having that. Maybe it's a circumstance. Maybe it's an object, a lifestyle. Stay here in this heart-centered place as long as you need to fully visualize. And coming back to this place anytime that you want. It's here and it's super accessible for you. You can even practice with little things. The food that you want to eat. Why do I really want this? Is this what I really want? From this loving place. Perhaps starting to look at a job position that you are wanting, or a career shift. Or a partner. It's easy for us to have boxes that we need to tick in a partner, thinking that those are what's going to make us happy. Unfortunately, as long as we're coming from those boxes to be ticked, it will never be enough. So coming back to this loving place, what is it that I truly want? And it gets easier with practice. It's a really cool exploration and can be a little bit scary when you start to see what it is that you really want. And now asking yourself, well, what am I going to do with that? Am I going to be brave enough to give to myself that I truly desire? Thank you so much for spending these moments with me today. I hope this has been helpful for you as you are navigating your own life. Please feel free to get in touch with me anytime on my website, NicoleBridger.com. There's a contact spot on there. And I wish you a blessed experience with this question as you begin to ask yourself what you truly want. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much.